All right, let's jump right in. The crypto market is feeling that Uptober vibe. You know, that time of year when things historically tend to get pretty bullish. So today, we're going to zoom in on three huge altcoins that are on everybody's radar: BNB, Solana, and of course, Dogecoin.
So here's the big question on everyone's mind. Is this momentum for real? Are we about to see these three giants just take off? Or are there some hidden risks we really need to be watching out for? Let's get into it and break it all down.
Okay, so the stage is set. October has started off pretty strong, and yeah, BNB, SOL, and Doge are all showing some really positive signs. But you know, potential is one thing, and actual performance is a whole other game. So let's see what the charts are telling us.
First up, we've got BND. This one is showing some seriously interesting signs of strength, and honestly, the potential upside here, it's pretty significant. Now let's just talk about the best case scenario for a second. We're looking at a potential gain of over 38%. I mean, a number like that, it definitely gets your attention. So what could actually drive a move that big? So what does that 38% actually look like in dollars? Well, according to this analysis, if that bullish momentum keeps up, BNB could be pushing towards the $1,480 mark. Now that target comes from a key technical level, the 2.618 Fibonacci extension line, which is basically a tool traders use to guess where the price might go in a strong trend. Hitting that would be, well, a huge deal.
But, and this is a big but, it really all boils down to one critical number: $992. As you can see, the road kind of forks right here. If BNB can stay above that line, that $1,480 target is definitely in the cards. But if it breaks below, well, that's a whole different story.
And yeah, that different story could look something like this. A dip below that key support could spark a correction of over 20%. That would potentially push the price all the way back down towards the $835 area. So yeah, the stakes are pretty high on this one.
All right, let's switch gears to our next coin, Solana. And man, Solana looks like it's at a real make-or-break moment. You can almost feel the tension just by looking at the chart.
And here's why. Solana's price has been squeezing into this pattern called a rising wedge. Now, in classic technical analysis, this pattern is usually a warning sign. It often signals a potential drop is coming. Think of it like a spring that's being coiled tighter and tighter. But, you know, patterns are made to be broken, right? So the real question is, can that bullish October feeling be strong enough for Solana to just blow past this classic bearish signal and shoot up instead? It's a cliffhanger.
And here's exactly what's on the line. If we see a bullish breakout, Sol could be heading towards that $300 zone. But if the pattern plays out like it usually does and it breaks down, we could be looking at a pretty steep drop, almost 30%. This is, without a doubt, a pivotal moment for Solana.
And last but not least, let's talk about the internet's favorite coin, Dogecoin. It's had a great start to the month, and now everyone is asking the same thing. What are the next price targets we should have our eyes on? Okay, let's just quickly run through the numbers here. Doge is already up over 11% in October. The analysis suggests it could have another 20% of gas in the tank, with an immediate target somewhere in that 30 to 31 cent range. On the flip side, the major risk to watch out for is a pullback to the 22-cent support level if things start to cool off. And then, if we zoom out, there's the bigger picture. Looking past these short-term targets, some analysts are pointing to a much, much bigger goal. The idea that Dogecoin could hit the $1 mark in the coming months. Now that is an ambitious target. So, we've gone through the good, the bad, and the key levels to watch for all three of these coins. Let's just pull it all together now and take a quick snapshot of what October could really look like.
This table really lays it all out, doesn't it? For BNB, you've got this massive potential upside, but also a pretty significant risk on the downside. For Solana, it's all about that critical chart pattern. A big move is coming, one way or the other. And for Dogecoin, there's some solid short-term potential, with a very clear risk level to keep an eye on.
Okay, now, I have to be super clear about this. This whole analysis is based on chart patterns and technicals from the source material we're looking at today. It is not, and I repeat, not financial advice. Every investment has risks, and it is so important that you do your own research before you make any decisions.
So, with all that said, that just leaves one final thought. You've seen the potential, you've seen the risks. Out of these three crypto giants, which one do you think is going to steal the show this month and be the real star of Uptober?